Hey guys, it's Janie. Welcome back to the Crafting Bookworm. It's time to get back into our spring into summer June prompts. Okay, welcome back you guys. If you're new here, welcome. I'm glad that you're here. So I figured it was time I get started on these prompts, but if you guys had watched my what's cooking video of things I wanted to accomplish before vacation, which is coming up this next month, and I wanted to get the cooking journals done. I wanted to make the Bible study journals for my oldest daughter and then my youngest daughter wanted one. So I got those done, and so I've been really busy, and I figured it's probably time for me to do the work on these prompts. So we've got altered paperclip or safety pin and beads. I don't know how many we'll do in this video, but I got 5 to do in the rest of this month. So we're going to figure this out and see what we can get done. So we're not going to pick a place yet for this one. I do have a place picked for another one of them. So here is my paperclip. That's all I have for you guys right there, paperclip. I'm just kidding. And here's the beads, and I feel like those beads look really pretty with this, right? So we're going to find a page probably with those colors. And then I was going through my scrap box. I went through the scraps that Bobby had sent along with the journal and didn't find anything for this particular craft, but I went through my scrap box and I found this. It's double-sided, so I'm going to be using just this. We're going to cut it to put this together, and I was thinking maybe add a little bit of the snippet roll. I don't know yet. We'll figure it out. So first I'm going to cut this in half. Okay, let's see if this one's a little bit. Okay, that's what we want. I want a little bit of the sides to show, and they're not going to be this long, but we're going to put these together like this, and then I'm going to fold it over, and we got to cut some more of this down too, I think. But let's do this first. Let's fold this over. Let's just do one at a time. Let's fold this over, and then let's fold this over. And then we're going to figure out a length, because see, this is going to go like this and through the paper clip, but I need to have a little bit more cut off of the white one. There's not enough orange showing for me. So this looks over top. Okay, that works for me. Alright, so now we need to figure out where we want this as far as length goes. I think we're going to go about right there, just above that flower, I think. And that's not straight. That's what I get. Line this up. Let's use our resources. You got them right here. We're going to cut straight across that. When I used to make these, I used to get my wavy scissors and cut them, but we aren't going to do that today. Okay. This is really far more complicated than what it really is, to be honest. I'm making it much more complicated than it is. I guess it's maybe because I feel like I have to get this video recorded, and so now I'm just putting, not even just this one, all these prompts, these 5 prompts, because I waited so long. So now I'm just making things complicated, and they're not. And it's actually really easy thing to do, or an easy project to make. Okay, so there's our 2 strips. If you guys want measurements, this one is 1.5 inches, and this one is 1.25 inches. Duh. So 1.5 inches for the large one, 1.25 inches for the small one. Now you can also do this same method to make paper clips that go over the page, altar paper clips that you just have one on top of the other, and then it just slides onto your pages because there's a paper clip in between. I was going to do that one, that style, but I figured I would do this style since I haven't done this in a long time. So what we're going to do is we're going to first get a paper clip that's not warped like this one is. This one is really bad. Oh, that one is much better. Okay. Before we slide these on, we're going to slide on our beads. Let's see. Okay, so I think we'll go to this far side right here. So we're going to slide our bead on. We're going to put our first strip of paper in. And then let's get our second strip of paper in. So it's situated over the bottom one evenly. More evenly than that. Okay. And it looks just like this. So now we're going to get our glue. I had to clean this nozzle this morning because the pin would not go in the bottle because I forgot to put the pin in last night. Okay, we're going to raise this up and we're going to glue the smaller one. We're going to glue the one that's on top. That way you're not going to put glue on the large one where it shouldn't be. Okay, so we're going to put this on and drape it back over. Okay, and then we're going to flip it this way. We're going to do the same thing. Look at that, and I cleaned this nozzle off this morning, and now it's stopping up. It makes no sense to me. I think it's just my life with glue. I could write a book. Okay. And then we're going to flip that over. And you could actually, it's a good way to, to work on your scraps. Well, this bottom is not even, so we're going to cut that off. So now you can choose to glue these together, which we're going to. So just open that and we'll just put a little bit of glue in there. You don't need a lot. Just so it's not going to come out of your paper clip. And there you go with your beads hanging on here. And you can, like I was saying, you can make a bunch of these and have them nearby. And then you can just, decorate how you want to decorate. So I've got some of my snippet roll here. Do I want to put some on here? That actually would be cute right there. Let's just take a little piece off and ink that edge up. That actually looks pretty cute on there. Where would you want to put it? I like it down there. Okay. You can add whatever you want to, but just remember, if it's going in your journal, it is going to be extra bulk. So I'm not sure that you would want to put a whole bunch of, you know, big fat things on there. I kind of like the back side as it is. What do I have in some sentiments? I'm thinking of putting one up the side, like sideways like this. Oh, that's cute, right? Live, laugh, love. Let's put that up the back side. Because I know sentiments aren't going to fit too good going this way, horizontal. But this will work going up this way. Now the question is, do we want, which way do we want it to face? I think upwards that way works. Okay, so let's glue that on there and get it on there straight as possible. And it's not. That's cute. I really feel like I want something right here. I'm not going to find it in there. These are just some stickers, and these are labels that are too big. I think we're just going to call that one good like that. I think it's cute. And it's just, you know, a decoration to decorate a page. So let's get in here and find a place to put it. It'd be really cute here, but I've got that pocket on there, and this is going to be one of our other prompts. I had to mark my page so I wouldn't lose it. So if we got that one, let's go a little further in. Oh, how about here? That's cute, right? Let's go ahead and put it on this one. And so it just slides on your page like that. And you can tuck stuff behind it, under it, or however you would want to. Yeah, it's really cute. It's cute on that page. Okay, so now let's move on to our second prompt. Let's mark off this one. So we got tuck spot and bird, and that's what you just saw in there. So let's get back to it. Gotta find the paper clip right here. Now, in the extra papers that Bobby had sent, this was in there. And I thought that this would be beautiful on this page, and we'll add our bird, and we'll add a little something behind the bird, and then maybe a sentiment of some kind. Okay, so we're going to use a hymnal page to put behind our bird, I think. And then I got some faith sentiments here. Well, I like this one. Let's go with Bless the Lord, oh my soul. How about that one? Oh, you know what? Let's go over here with Amazing Grace. Let's do Amazing Grace. So let's cut that out. I don't remember where I got these sentiments from, you guys. Okay. Let's trim this up. Okay. Now, what kind of tuck? Did I tell you what it was? I told you what it was, right? Yeah, tuck spot and bird. I think what I want to do is a long tuck this way. And I'm going to trim this down so that the colors are fabulous with this page. Okay, let me see where to... okay. Okay, so what I wanted to do is I want to keep this flower. So we're just going to cut to the flower and around it. I've done this before. And this flower is just going to be an extension of the tuck spot. I think I'm going to have to just cut so I don't have all of this paper, because it just gets in the way when I'm cutting. So we're going to cut around this flower. Sorry if I'm not staying in frame, you guys. You know how it goes. Okay, and where's my... there's my trim there. Let's cut up to the... straight up to that flower. As best as we can. Okay. There we go. So it's going to be like this. How cute is that? Okay, we also have to cut our bird too. I think the bird, oh, that's going to stick out kind of far. See, I like this little stem I figured the bird could stand on. But he's going to be hanging outside. I don't know. We'll see what we're going to do with that. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do that. I could attach the bird just to the page. It doesn't have to be attached to the tuck spot, right? It doesn't have to be attached. Sorry if I was out of frame again, you guys. The birds that I'd gotten, this bird came from Balmoral Prince or something. I might just have him like nestled into the flower, you know what I mean? And not keep the feet so that he's just kind of sitting behind the flower. We'll cut this out and see what we can do first. And then if we have to cut the feet, but I kind of think he can just sit there. Don't you guys hate making these decisions? I know I do. Especially when I'm like put on the spot. Because I think a little bit of a head, but not exactly what I'm doing until I'm actually recording the video. Oh wait, his tail. So I'm thinking he can just nestle into the flower. I'm doing it. I'm not even going to think about it. We're just going to cut right around here. Sorry, birdie. It's like he's sitting on the flower, right? Because otherwise he's not going to fit at all on the page. So if I want him here, I think I'm still going to put him on there. And then I'll use this maybe with the sentiment. Yeah, I'm still going to put him on there. See, at first I wasn't planning on using the flower for the bird, but I like that. And then I don't think I really need that much. But I kind of like all of that. Let's get a little bit off the sides still. So it fits on there better. Okay. Yeah, I can't believe we're already, what, the 15th? I think it's the 15th of June already. And I'm just now doing these prompts, and then I put unneeded stress on myself because I'm like, oh, I need to really get those prompts done. And it really doesn't have to be that way. It's not that big of a deal. But we always put undue stress on ourselves. I know I'm not the only one. Okay. I like anything with hymnal page. You guys should know that. I use hymnal pages for everything. Okay. I'm going to put this down here. Really, it turned out pretty nice. I think so anyway. You guys let me know what you think of it. And now we're going to glue there, we're going to glue here. Now this journal will not be sent back to Bobby. This is mine to keep now. We're not sending them anymore. I think we sent, what, 3 times? Or did we send 2 times? I don't remember. Let's see, we sent in April, sent in May. Yeah, twice we sent, I guess. There, you guys. What do you think? I think it turned out better than I thought it was going to. I almost started to panic a little bit when I was supposed to be putting this stuff behind the bird. But I really like that. I think that's where we're going to stop it today, and then we will work on the next 2 or the next 3. I don't know. I just know I want to get these done. I may go ahead and record more of them today and finish them up today, because I have another journal to make for the Faith Journal 2025, Exploring Joy, with Diane and Debbie. So I got to work on getting a journal together for that. But yeah, I think that's it for today, you guys. Let me know what you think of this and how it turned out. I really ended up liking how it looks. But that's it. So I thank you guys for staying tuned, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.